last time I left off, I was grinding my way towards level 8, rank 18. I'm actually now rank 19, because I went a little bit overboard on the exploring and collecting geo-oculuses whatsoever. So I have a lot more... Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I have a lot more stamina ready for this next part. So, let's see, where are we? This mage. And for the most part, I did get... Oh, and it's just a party here too, so...
As you wish.
I've got Venti and my Traveler to level 40. This time I just had the Traveler just to be the Geo element. In the meanwhile, I was just doing the Morakas, upgrading, leveling up Traveler and Venti is expensive, the least to say. But overall, I'll still be grinding out the exploring, gaining more Mora that way, or just doing the task. Well, let's continue the story.
The Abyss Order. Enemies of the human race. Even the underground networks rarely come across any information on them. With that said, it was a bit of a hassle, but I managed to dig up a few clues.
Really? That quickly? You really are well connected, Master Diluc.
Come to think of it, Mr. Big Animal God Barbatos, why exactly do you need the help of mere humans?
How do I put it? The Seven, as people now know them, were once known as the Seven Archons. Each Archon presides over their own part of Teyvat. That is the role the Archons play. Only in performing this duty can we attain power. But I don't like the idea of ruling Mondstadt, and I don't feel Mondstadt would really like it either.
Yes.
Go forth and establish a city of freedom without rule. We have not forgotten Barbados' wish for Mondstadt.
Jean, you're such a devotee.
Well, that's what he wishes, so...
Maybe someone got a little too free and is just too lazy to care.
However it may have come to be, I haven't been back to Mondstadt for an extended period of time. Without a doubt, I am now the weakest Archon among the Seven.
Guess that's why you're the god of City of Freedom. And that's what... And yet you sound almost proud.
Aw, you flatter me.
Oh, such a humble god. Is it a blessing or a curse?
I think it's a mix of both.
But we digress. Let's get back to the topic at hand. The common enemy of all mankind. We have tracked the Abyss Mage to the vicinity of the winery.
I cannot stress enough how important it is to not let it escape.
Let's hunt it down. Yep, a lot more stamina. That's a water abyss mage, so... Let's take it on.
Time for takeoff. Here we go.
What's this? After the Abyss Mage was defeated, a certain energy dispersed from its body. It seems that energy was being used to cut off the connection between me and Dvalin. Huh. Do you know of Storm Terror's
Nope.
But Jean and Master Diluc are no doubt aware of it. After Dvalin woke up, he took the ancient ruins as his lair. As it was with the storms that previously cut Mondstadt off from the outside world, the entrance to the ruins is also sealed by a special barrier. But now, as the energy dispersed from the Abyss Mage, I was able to read the rhythmic flow of how the barrier's magic was woven.
How does one actually do that?
I must admit, it sounds even more horrendous than a chorus of hilly churls. But it should be enough to let us break through the storm barrier and reach Storm Terror's lair.
Which means we're going to confront Dvalin? I'm fine with that. Jean is the one who wishes to avoid any direct confrontation.
No. When there are no other options left, it is my responsibility to alter our course of action. If slaying him is our only choice, I will gladly become the knight that leads the charge.
You know, killing him is not the solution.
Fortunately, we have yet to need to go that far.
Yes, Venti, and I know the reason why.
By that, you mean...
I mean that the Holy Liar is not our trump card. Our real trump card? The Traveler, of course.
I thought so.
The Traveler?
Is it because of I purified the teardrop crystals?
Correct. But you have a much more precious forte. The impurities in the tears and the curse that binds Dvalin belong to the same maleficent power. Which means...
You tone-deaf bard! Don't you see how crazy this is?
Well, honestly, Paimon, that's not too far-fetched.
You've seen what Dvalin is like when he's ticked off. She'll be swallowed whole before she even gets to lift a finger.
Paimon, wrong voice line. Let's see, let's this battle is going to take everything
Hey,
we got.
nice plan. Worth a shot.
I am with you, honorary knight.
Oh, so we just need to fight monsters from the abyss and a dragon. No pressure or anything.
Too easy.
Humans aren't without their strengths. Let's go.
And so, epic actions of brave heroes finally leads to this 11th hour.
Hi there.
Yahoo!
Nope.
Let's play! Would gliding be fast?
One second. Never mind, we'll deal with it.
Let's play!
Oh, I'm gonna get
Time
my
for takeoff! Here we go! Yahoo!
That's not what I meant. That's... before you go proceed further, Noel, what do you need to ascend? Oh, you just need to level up.
Sure, I'll play you another tune, but it'll cost you an apple.
Burn shield.
I'll catch up.
Yahoo! Here we go!
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up.
Need the slime condensate spur. I believe it's one of the weapon ascensions, I believe. I don't need them, or I believe it's one of the characters. I don't remember.
It's a storm barrier. It looks so dangerous.
Leave it to me. Although this wooden lyre is all I have, I don't need the lyre to break through this kind of storm wait, what is that?
Enemy attack! Prepare yourselves!
Zhongling,
The stage will need to be cleared before I can begin my performance. Generally speaking, such chores are not the concerns of the performer itself.
Wait, what's going on? There shouldn't be any hilly trophies in the vicinity of Storm Terror's lair.
Ow!
I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up.
Think you can get away? Here we go! The hilly trolls usually do not venture into areas with high elemental concentrations. It puts a heavy burden on their bodies.
The Abyss Order must be manipulating them behind the scenes, yet they shouldn't have been able to determine that we would come. They're presumably spreading their forces to halt our plans.
Without further ado, I suppose I can play faster if my only audience is the wind.
Several notes.
It actually opened. You're not entirely useless, Tone Deaf Bard.
This is it. We are now entering Storm Terror's lair. Watch yourselves. Let's move.
Looks like this is the front gate to Storm Terror's lair. The gate is enormous compared to us. But still, Paimon wonders how Devon gets in there with a body that huge.
He doesn't walk in. He flies in.
Oh. You do have a point.
There's a big open thing right there on the top where the link gets in, or I don't know. I'm just guessing here.
It's stuck.
It's stuck.
Hey, check out that roof. Is there a giant hole in it?
Venti's fed up with Paimon. It's like,
I suppose we could make use of that wind current.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
Do you think there will be abyss mages hiding in the ruins? Either way, if we do run into one, we will let the victorious Master Diluc do the...
Do not underestimate them just because I have beaten one of them before. I'm not boasting. I'm simply saying there's more to the Abyss Order than a few mages.
Correct. That's why I tagged along after all. Well, that and also for your safety. Why am I so diligent? Too diligent for a poet, in fact.
This is the person that made zero effort to search for the dragon gear and drink in the tavern all day. Paimon doesn't get it. What part of you is remotely diligent?
whoa. Let the fire go out for a bit. There we go.
Race you!
Let's play.
Race you!
Yahoo! Let's play.
Double tap.
Let's play.
Untitled Mondstadt. Nope, not that one. That's the one. Oh, here. Light up the entire map of Mondstadt map. Okay. Oh, I got that then. Cool. Oh, and it was a handbook. And I got a thing to make another 4-star weapon. So I should just 7 at sea clouds, die. 10 rushes, die. Okay, now it's gonna be asking me to do the weapon ascensions and the spiral abyss, which I will do off screen. And I know where to find these Ruin Hunters.
Advance any further. The ruins seem to be guarded by ancient seals.
Is this the work of Dvalin?
No. These ruins were once part of an ancient city. Dvalin just happens to be nesting in these ruins for now. These ruins even predate the existence of the Four Winds. Mondstadt is a city without a ruler. However, before it was ruled over by a tyrant. Anyway, I'll sing you that story when we have a chance in the future.
The markings on this seal. If my archaeological knowledge is not mistaken, this appears to be a light act. If we retrieve and reintegrate all the parts, we should be able to get it working.
We should be close to completing the ceremony for this actuator. Let's put the last part back and see.
Circling the tower.
Which means there are 3 more corresponding light actuators to activate. I can see one from here. The rest must be scattered within the ruins around here.
Why did Dvalin pick a place filled with puzzles and seals as his lair? Doesn't he get annoyed coming back home?
He doesn't walk in. He flies in.
You do have a point.
So, I better be careful here, cause it's gonna be at one point, it's gonna be a wall that I can't fly through. If I hit it, I'm more than likely gonna die. And I see it right there, so I'm probably gonna take damage. Yep, I did. Just do that. Okay, back to full health. So much loot things here. I will get them at a later time, or pretty much off stream. tried to get this achievement down. I'm extremely far away. And the big spot.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Let's play!
If I recall the last one, it's not what I'm gonna need that well for. That's not fooling anyone.
I'll catch up. Leave it all to me. Here we go. Yahoo! Brace yourself.
There's an Anemo Archon up there. Okay, well, this is what slowly climb up. If this will allow me, that will be great. Come on. Yes. I'm climbing. There we go. There we go.
Wow, this light actuating ceremony does work magic! It looks like one of the three halos above has now become solid ground! Let's start looking for the next puzzle!
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
I believe this one was the arena one that I had to fight so much things. Oh no, it's not. Oh wait, actually it is. For the actor. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be smart about it. So let's see. feeling regardless of what I do, I'm still in for a fight. Yep, I thought so.
Time for takeoff. Brace yourself. Brace yourself. Here we go. Wouldn't gliding be faster? Leave it all to me.
It seems 2 of the halos have become solid ground. 1 more and the seals at the top of the tower will be broken.
It's Anemo Archon.
Let's play.
Someone nearby there. Let's see. Unless they're down there. More than likely they're down there.
Come on, traveler. Let's go.
Let's go down this way. Then head down the opposite way towards the next objective. If I happen to see any animaculus that I can get, I will get it. Let's see if we can do it this way. I need that for this section. Okay, yeah, that's the one. Fly up back. There we go. And these are the ones that I had to search for. There's one. No, I'll get that one last. Let's start with this one first. Why can't I fly? There we go. It just needed a little bit more of a push. I seen that. No, 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 no! Oh, this will hurt. Ow. Yeah, now you decide you want to work. Okay, let's go here. I'll go back to the teleport point. Right where we need to be. Oh.
I'm thinking about turning these adventures into songs after we're done.
Well, we certainly have gone through quite a lot recently.
Hopefully this song will be sung for years to come by the people of Mondstadt, just like the legend of Vanessa.
I have loved that song since I was small. How are you feeling today, Honorary Knight? I am completely prepared and fully confident that we can do this.
Rest assured, I'm also completely prepared.
Even Master Diluc accompanied us to the very end, despite only being an accidentally involved bystander.
You shared your secret with me, and I only returned your trust to the same extent.
What about Venti?
It's freedom.
Freedom?
When you first arrived at Mondstadt, did no one tell you that Mondstadt is the city of freedom?
Amber?
She really is a child of freedom. Mondstadt is a romantic city without the reign of a king, and its citizens enjoy the most freedom amongst the 7 nations. I hope the dragon that once protected Mondstadt will soon be free too. No one should have deceived him by telling him that Mondstadt betrayed him, and no one should have told him that it was his eternal duty to protect the city. He has the right and freedom to choose his own way of life.
Venti?
Well then, traveler, may the thousands of years of wind that have blown through Mondstadt go with you. Just like the last time, I shall channel animal energy for you.
I knew it! It was your voice I heard.
Oh, no wonder you said his voice sounds familiar.
Alright guys, time to confront Storm Terror. Yeah, these are going to be for co-op things I will do. Hopefully we can get several people to do. Alright, let's get this done.
Look! There are 2 shiny spots on Dvalin's back! They appear to be poisonous blood clots that have coagulated on his wounds. The Abyss Order must have cursed the wounds. That's what's corrupting Dvalin's mind. To save Dvalin, we're going to have to get rid of those blood clots. Aim for those blood clots. Dvalin is getting away, but I'm familiar with his tactics. Just
Okay, that was scary when I brought this
This
side.
place is gonna collapse!
It's been a while since we flew like this together. How, Devalin?
Just now. Why? Why did you not ask me to protect you like the last time?
Me not wanting you to listen to the Abyss Order doesn't mean that you have to listen to me. Freedom, if demanded of you by an Archon, is really no freedom at all.
Is this the power of the Anemo Archon? But I am no longer part of the Four Winds.
Even if that's so, you still protected us regardless. Now spread your wings of freedom and go with my blessing.
And so, the Storm Terror threat was quelled. I clarified the misunderstanding to the citizens of Mondstadt and let them know that they are safe. To them, it seems Storm Terror attacked Mondstadt out of nowhere and then vanished just as quickly. They must be finding the whole ordeal very confusing.
However, winds change their course. Someday, they will blow towards a brighter future.
Winds change your course. Fast forward to a day later. And Spyro Abyss. Cool. And there's the battle pass.
You guys are back!
Oh.
The
Yay,
honorary
well,
knight
tried it.
returns triumphant! Yep, we're back from tussling with Devalin. You just returned yesterday, right? Jean got back first, and she told us all about your heroic deeds. I wonder if I'll ever get an opportunity like that.
Well, truth be told, it's all thanks to your referral.
That doesn't come into it. You guys deserve all the credit for how you resolved this crisis. When I brought you into the city that day, I was just doing my duty as an outrider. You're welcome. But have you been waiting for us here this whole time? Of course not. Just because I'm not out on the front line doesn't mean I don't have work to do. In fact, I'm dealing with the aftermath of the crisis as we speak. Aftermath? Here? What happened in Mondstadt? While Master Jean was away, the monsters lurking nearby made a coordinated attack on the city. Fortunately, we weren't completely taken by surprise. I detected the Hilly Churls were moving closer to the city a while back. Oh yeah! Paimon remembers. When we first met, you were clearing out one of their camps. Exactly. And if we hadn't started making preparations back then, Mondstadt would be in much greater danger by now.
Glad you held them off.
Me too. But I have a strange feeling that we're not out of the woods yet. Hilly Churls aren't usually capable of coordinating like this. Our best guess is that the Abyss Order is behind it.
More than likely.
They've taken over the Hilly Churls? Good thing we saved Devalin, or they might have taken him too. That's right. And since I'm the Outrider, it's up to me to keep eyes on the Abyss Order from now on. I'm sorry. You should be celebrating your victory, not listening to all this somber talk. I promised to take you out for some sticky honey roast, didn't I? Before everyone got caught up in the Storm Terror crisis.
That's right.
There's no time like the present, right? You guys hungry? You bet! You may have forgotten till just now, but it's been on Paimon's mind this whole time.
Sure, Paimon.
Awesome, let's go! It's been way too long since I last ate a sticky honey roast myself. Wait for me at Good Hunter. I'll be right there. I just have to clean up here real quick.
About that. Yes, the hypostasis. I need those for Ascension materials. And yes, the Favonius Warble. Oh well.
I must leave no stone unturned. Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up.
Audible.
Thanks for helping us clean up the battlefield. You really didn't have to, you know. This work ethic of yours really puts me to shame. I know this paltry sum doesn't begin to pay you back for everything you've done for the knights, but for what it's worth, please take it.
What are you giving me? Ooh. A recipe. And Mora. I need more Mora anyway, so. Have I completed to solve the mystery quest? Which quest is that? Is it a Mondstadt? As I don't know what you're talking about.
Window with you.
Have you completed this? Solve the mystery quest?
Here we go. This is it. Crisis, danger, the thrill of adventure. Adventurers Guild! Finally, our days of rescuing kittens and finding lost puppies are over! The age of adventure is upon us! Roll up, youngsters! Join the Adventurers Guild today! In this time of great upheaval, we must rally together, take on the dragon, and save our great city of Mondstadt!
Yeah, about that.
What? What? The Storm Terror threat is resolved? I missed the acting clanmaster's speech?
Pretty much, buddy.
Storm Terror should have put up more of a fight. We didn't get to join in.
I nearly died because of Storm Terror. My controller died mid-fight. Which, by the way, Local Nimrod. I heard that, Catherine.
Long live the heroes. Thank you. It's finally over. Many trade routes have closed due to the Storm Terror incident. We can cope for now without fresh fruit and vegetables. But if the wine supply dries up, we're all doomed.
You know, it should be the other way around. It's supposed to be if fruits and vegetables were... We can cope with no wine. But if the fruits and vegetables did... Yeah. Get your priorities right, dude.
I cannot imagine a world without wine.
You need help.
I hope they get the trade routes back up and running soon.
Well, we appreciate you supporting the businesses. So, yeah.
Come take a
Grace, what do you have to say?
definitely be something that
So Storm Terror's true identity is Dvalin, one of the four winds. We never should have forgotten his past sacrifice for Mondstadt.
Then, why?
Every cloud has a silver lining. We're fortunate that our relationship with the Dragon of the East didn't sour past the point of no return. For that, we have you to thank. And Jean for her unfailing devotion. As long as we have the Knights of Favonius, peace and freedom will prevail in Mondstadt.
There goes the good hunter. First things first.
Once, there was a glorious kingdom established among the heavens. From that kingdom came a crowned heir, tasked with seeking out the Genesis Pearl from the kingdom of darkness.
This is new.
The first crowned heir began her journey of seeking the pearl. But she was deceived, and the memory of her noble origins faded. She now believed that she was the queen of the Kingdom of Darkness. But take heart. A second crowned heir had already taken up the path where the first had stumbled. This is the story of your journey, of your tale to be told.
That's the first time I've ever heard of that. And all I did was just go to the battle pass. That's interesting. $150 resin. Oh yeah, I spent so much more already. Okay, more than 50 wishes. Use a total of 5,500 original resin. And curious. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay, so this is how they get you to. Just curious. Since I already did 2 levels. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm still thinking like the Modern Warfare pass. So it's 50 tiers instead of 100. So 7,200 from this point, but I'll be playing the game so often that I don't really necessarily need to. And let's see. So this will be probably good for Venti if I can get that. Okay, so
Greetings. May I take your order?
Why so cold? I've always thought that we enjoy quite the intimate friendship.
The handsome Mr. Kaya.
Ah, so you do feel something for me. And people say my charm is fake. To bask in the presence of Mondstadt's new big hero is quite the morale boost. And that's coming from a knight.
Sweet-talking, sugar-coated Captain Kaya.
Like I said the same thing in that voice line. Oh god, I better not say that ever again.
Nonsense. I speak from the heart.
What are you doing here?
Just looking for a quiet spot to collect my thoughts.
While all the other knights are working hard to clean up after the battle?
Thinking can be an arduous task, you know.
That's true.
Believe me, I'd much rather be taking out the trash.
So what you thinking about then?
The Abyss Order. A dragon wreaks havoc in Mondstadt, and the acting Grand Master leaves the city to combat the threat. Strategically, that's the perfect moment for the Abyss Order to make their move. If you were the Abyss Order, would you squander this golden opportunity by sending in nothing more than a few hilly churls?
You're right. It doesn't add up.
To get to the bottom of it, I decided to wait. So I waited and watched for their next move. Then came the day you made all hell break loose in Storm Terror's lair. Just as the hilly churls' cries sounded from the city gates. That same day, I saw shadowy figures lurking in the city itself.
Inside the city?
Well, all the other knights were outside, fighting the enemy. As you can imagine, that left the inside of the city completely unguarded. Except for me, of course. And so I approached the Abyss Order infiltrators for a bit of, let's call it fraternizing. Through various means, I managed to gather some rather interesting intel. The situation is this. The Abyss Order. They are united under a single leader.
The Abyss Order has a leader?
yes. And it was this very leader who devised the plot to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war.
What exactly did you have to do to find this out?
Let's just say I'm blessed with certain linguistic powers.
The powers that can nearly kill people.
There's more. The Abyss Order has a name for this leader. They call him the Prince.
Okay, wrong voice line. Stop assuming I'm the girl twin. But in this case, it's the princess. So I have two suspicions. One of them's gonna be this twin sister Lumine, or the god that separated the twins in the first place. I'm leaning more towards Lumine.
Now, I'm sorry to cut this intelligence briefing short, but I do believe I spy Amber heading this way. I think she's still angry with me for my absence from the defense effort during the attack. I'd better slip away before she notices me.
Bid you adieu.
1 minute I see Kaya, the next he slipped away. Clear sign of a guilty conscience.
He does a lot behind the scenes.
Are you sure? Because that sounds like exactly what he'd say to talk himself out of trouble. But let's forget about him. I worked super hard today, and my tummy's rumbling. Let's order.
It's the morning already.
Hi, Sarah. 1 sticky honey roast, please. So, now the Storm Terror threat is behind us. What are your plans for the next step?
Well, I still have several storylines to take care of. One of them being with you and stuff. So I'll be still in Mondstadt from time to time, but yeah.
Paimon thinks it's time to leave Mondstadt and keep looking through the 7 nations until we find clues about his sister.
That too.
Huh, really? Oh, well, I guess this is goodbye for now.
I will miss my Favonian family.
Hey, don't feel down. You'll always be a friend of the Knights of Avonius, and our honorary knight. Wherever you may go, and wherever the wind may blow.
Let the wind lead.
That's the spirit. Remember, Mondstadt will always welcome you. All right, now let's eat before it gets cold.
Itadakimasu.
That was good. Note to Paimon, Amber's recommendations are worth the wait. Of course. Well, I don't trust myself in the kitchen. You can always trust me with the menu. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Jean's waiting for you at the cathedral. It's something to do with the Holy Lyre de Himmel. You'd better head there now.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
It's been getting quite busy.
For this, I'm gonna need Venti for this one. Okay, what's this? You got mail? Oh yeah, that's right, I'm rank 20 and this is gonna turn into a constellation for me. So if I were to check for Barbara. Yep, I thought so. Barbara regenerates 1 energy every 10. That actually sounds pretty good. It's a way to build up her ult a lot faster, which honestly is really good. And the achievements. Be rescued by Dvalin. Any more? Nope. Now to the church. I know there is one in the closed beta, in the previous betas, there was no voice lines for what happens after we get out the stuff, so I'll remain quiet to see if they actually added their voice lines.
Anything the knights can do for you?
1 second.
This is Barbara, the Deaconess of the church. She is here to retrieve the holy lyre de Hamel.
I'm not looking forward to this.
May the Anemo Archon protect you. I'm not really in a position to speak compared to our acting Grand Master, but I still want to thank you all on behalf of all of Mondstadt for your assistance. Fortunately, everything was resolved peacefully. I can't imagine how an all-out war between the military and the dragon would have ended.
Chaotically.
Now the Fatui have no choice but to keep their mouths shut. They
Exactly.
must be annoyed that things didn't turn out as planned for them.
Jokes on that.
This time, they even lost their best excuse to pressure the Knights of Favonius. Diplomatically speaking, they gained nothing, and on the contrary, simply proved just how vexatious they can be.
Sounds like quite the story. So, did you bring the holy lyre with you? We cannot ask you to keep defending the lyre forever. The Seneschal has been pressing me for a while now.
We, did bring it with us. It's a little...
Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to collect rent. The church has always received special funding.
You're gonna need a lot more funding for this repair, maybe. Yeah, that happened.
The holy lyre! Oh, Barbados! Even if I atone for these sins for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough!
Oh, give it here.
Okay.
How could this holy lyre, but how?
Huh? Let Paimon see!
No. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll never touch the lyre again!
Take the freaking hit. It's for.
We really should get going. That trick I used to repair the holy lyre.
Oh.
I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
Huh?
Hey, don't go!
Wait. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Hopefully they updated the voice lines for this.
At last, Mondstadt's rodent ruler in the flesh. Scurrying through the streets looking for leftovers? Mondstadt calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you dare speak back to me, insolent bard. Absentee Archon of Mondstadt. How impotent you've become.
That smirky wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
You should have held your tongue. So, this is a gnosis. Wouldn't be caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public.
Beauty is a waste when the beholder has no taste.
Fenty!
Well, we have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive. Leave nothing for them to find.
Okay, I kind of expected that kind of voice for her. Kind of a sassy, serious, villainous tone.
Honorary Knight, you're awake.
What happened? Venti, is he alright?
I wouldn't say he's alright exactly. I found you lying unconscious outside the cathedral and used my elemental powers to heal you. That bard awakened first, but strangely, my healing powers had almost no effect on him. This is the first time I've encountered such a patient. But he just said, it's completely normal, and then got up and left the cathedral.
He left? Already? Where'd he go?
The symbol of Mondstadt's hero. That's what he said. I wanted to stop him, but Master Jean, said to let him leave. How strange.
I think Jean understands.
Paimon remembers Venti healing under that tree before. It's probably due to the connection between Windrise and the Anemo Archon. Master Jean has figured it out as well, but we can't tell Barbara.
I figured that much. Alright, let's go to... Where's where Venti is? No healing this time? Yo, Venti, are you good?
The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. I said the exact same thing last time. Why do I only say these things when I'm down on my luck?
So... what is hypnosis?
So you noticed. This isn't something I'm meant to discuss with ordinary people. But I suppose I can let you in on the secret.
I'm from another world. So... I'm no stranger to secrets like those, so...
As you know, visions are external magical foci that only a small minority of people possess. They use these visions to channel elemental power. In truth, every wielder of a vision is one who can attain godhood and ascend to Celestia. We call such people Allogenes.
Allogenes? Paimon's never heard of them before.
That's because this is a secret that only Archons are privy to. We don't need primitive tools like visions. Instead, each Archon has an internal magical focus that resonates directly with Celestia itself, known as a gnosis.
What about that thing that's hanging off your hip?
It's just a glowing glass ball I carry around to avoid suspicion.
I feel cheated, but I guess I'm used to that by now.
So who was that nasty woman who sent Paimon flying and stole your gnosis?
And you've turned into an ice cube.
Her name is Signora, number 8 of the Harbingers.
Number 8?
She and the rest of the Harbingers have been given godlike executive authority by the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya, and with it, strength surpassing that of other mortals.
The Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya? Isn't that...
Indeed. She is one of the 7, the Tsaritsa who reigns from her winter palace, and the one person that the Fatui Harbingers all answer to. The 7 don't always get along well, but still. I never thought that she would plot to steal another Archon's gnosis.
What sort of god is the Tsaritsa?
How should I put this? 500 years ago, I knew her well. But I can't say the same is true now. You see, a certain catastrophe happened 500 years ago, and after that, she cut off all ties with me. But we can save discussion of the Cryo Archon and the Fatui for another day. If you seek the rest of the 7, many difficulties lie ahead of you still. You should head for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Liyue. The Geo-Archon who reigns there, unlike me, administrates his entire region personally. He only descends once every year to give his divine predictions, which set the direction for Liyue for the rest of that year.
Even so, it sounds like he works much harder than a certain someone,
In any case, the this year's Rite of Dissension is soon to begin. If you miss it, you'll just have to wait another year.
Oh boy, not this again.
What? Oh, why didn't you tell us before? Well, then bye. We're going.
One moment, Windborn Outlander.
Sorry for borrowing the statue's animal power without asking.
Just use it gratefully. Or, better yet, treat me to a glass of dandelion wine. Traveler, as you set off on your journey once again, you must remember that the journey itself has meaning. The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of your journey. The destination is not everything. So before you reach the end, keep your eyes open. Use the chance to take in the world around you.
I understand.
Great. So, that's that for the Anemo Archon's admonishments. Back to Venti time. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
About Dvalin.
Up till the end, Dvalin remembered his duty as one of the Four Winds. As such, I don't intend to forcibly strip him of that duty and force my ideals of freedom onto him. I just hope that Dvalin will be able to choose for himself and understand what freedom is. Before I became an Archon, I too was taught the meaning of freedom in this way by a friend. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
About the Abyss Order.
Kaya shared some new intelligence, you say? Oh, I see. So, the Abyss Order has a prince who orchestrated the plan to corrupt Dvalin?
Wrong voice line again. I went for the male twin, not the female twin. The sister in this case.
They were probably trying to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war for the Abyss. But that said, I have never heard of any such princess of the Abyss Order.
Not an Abyss tradition then?
I think so too. Apparently. But how does a prince come out of nowhere and take command over the entire Abyss Order?
So, my suspicion is gonna be, if it's all of a sudden, that's gonna be Lumine. Or the god that sealed the Lumine away. After choosing Aether as the, traveler I'll be playing as.
If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
About Senora?
That Fatui lady didn't hang around, did she? She just grabbed your gnosis and left?
She wanted to avoid any eyewitnesses from the Knights of Favonius. The slightest slip-up here would have destroyed the Fatui's diplomatic relations with the Knights.
So they're just gonna keep acting like Mondstadt's allies as if nothing happened?
If only the Seven Nations had banded together against the Abyss Order in the first place. The Fatui possess the strongest military among the Seven Nations, yet they've used it to steal the Holy Lyre, covet the power of gods, and use Dvalin as a bargaining chip against the Knights.
Speaking of the lyre, didn't Diluc say something like this before? He said that the Fatui can only run amok across the Seven Nations and threaten the Knights because of the Harbingers.
Yes. As I said earlier, the Cryo-Archon has given them authority and strength beyond that of other mortals. The Tsaritsa. I haven't seen her in 500 years. What is she thinking? What's her plan?
Okay, I'm thinking the Tsaritsa is the god that, sealed Lumine away and made her, quote-unquote, that princess that took over.
Whatever the answer is, I have a feeling it's only going to make your search for the Seven all the more difficult.
Bring it.
If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
About the deity.
As I said before, vision wielders are known as allogenes and may ascend to Celestia. A gnosis is a higher order nexus of elemental manipulation and is emblematic of an Archon's status as one of the Seven. But as for which of the Seven took your brother, I'm sorry, I don't know.
Again. Wrong voice line. But I guess they were expecting us to play as the Lumine instead of Aether, but you know me, I'll stick to the guy. character.
Wait, as one of the 7, I'm not clear of suspicion yet either, am I?
We've known you long enough to trust you.
We're a great team indeed. Say, once you find your brother, how would you like to become one of the new 4 Winds?
Perhaps.
You don't seem too into it. Hey, Tone Deaf Bard! If being one of the 4 Winds means free food, you can consider Paimon.
If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
There's nothing else.
Well then, best be off to Liyue. If the dissension ritual you failed to tally, then another year you must dally.
To be continued. Not the missed one left, so that's rank 23. Domain of Blessing. Ah, yes. Not that. This will be Diluc's story. I will cover that in the morning. Well, it's midnight already. And I'm nearly falling asleep right now. But anyway, we'll continue the broadcast tomorrow, covering Diluc's story. And hopefully, going through that story will also unlock this wolf's territory, which is going to be Razor's story. So, if done right, 2 stories within 1 broadcast. And eventually that will lead up towards the first arc, the chapter 1 of the Archon story, which will be taking place in Liyue. Alright, until then, I will see you guys in about a couple of hours. Alright, see ya.